What a year it's been for my first year as District 13 president. And I'm Joanne Scales-Borowy. I am the 13th district president. I want to thank each and every unit for their support that they've shown me. The units have worked very hard this year. Unit 38, Fort Myers, helped their post bring in the Vietnam Wall to JetBlue Park to help celebrate the 100th anniversary of the post. The unit supported the school system by dividing school supplies between 4 schools in Lee County. In November, they supported Veterans Day by having poppies available. Also, they helped clean gravestones at Woodlawn Cemetery. They were involved in the Veterans Day parade. Unit 38 decorated their post for Christmas. And then in January, they cleaned some more gravestones. And in February, they helped their sons put on a large breast cancer awareness event. And of course, COVID hit. And they are still helping the Legion with the picking up and distributing of food to their veterans and the community. This also includes first responders. The Legion and the Post and the auxiliary prepared to-go boxes and delivered them to first responders in Lee County. They helped the Legion keep the Veterans Pantry clean and organized. They also have worked with Operation Homefront for school supplies and picked them up from $3 Tree stores. They separated and filled 4 boxes going to elementary schools. And they tell me delivering the supplies were the best part of the whole process. They were getting ready to do an event for Alzheimer's, but it had to be put on hold. Unit 90 in Cape Coral had a lot of good events this year. They have a big Christmas party for local area children. They collect school supplies, cut coupons. They are working hard to work with their veterans, community, and children and youth. Unit 103, Ponta Gorda, had events to help their community, veterans, and children and youth. They collect school supplies. They donate to Veterans Village, which is a housing complex for homeless vets. And they clip coupons every other Wednesday to send overseas for veterans and their family. Unit 110, Port Charlotte, started their year with one of the juniors helping at the Memorial Day service. They distributed poppies at the local grocery store. In August, they had a planning session to plan their events for the year. The unit does fundraising programs throughout the year, like Monday Night Bingo, Show Me the Money, 50/50s, and lottery tickets. In October, they had an event, Dollars for Mammograms. They continued to clip coupons for troops overseas. They collected 270 pounds of can tabs and delivered a check to Ronald McDonald House. They collected items for homeless female veterans for fall conference. Unit 110 has worked closely with Jacobson House in Port Charlotte. They helped with the Four Chaplains ceremony. They work with the Charlotte High ROTC. The unit reached 100% membership beginning in June. And COVID hit, and they participated in 9/11 memorial service. They're going to have Poppy Day on Veterans Day, and the ceremony will be held at the Vietnam Wall in Punta Gorda. And as well, they will have their big project for Dollars for Mammograms in October. Unit 123, Sanibel Island, has a big event on Labor Day for their veterans, and it's been very successful. Unit 130 in LaBelle in September had a first responders luncheon. October, they had their first breakfast buffet, and the riders held a poker run, which helped them out. In October, they also had a yard sale and a bake sale. November, they sent 244 Veterans Day cards to veterans in their posts. On Veterans Day, they helped with services at Veterans Park. During November, they had a craft fair. December, they had their annual breakfast with Santa. The children loved it. As well, they donated desserts for Christmas dinner. In January, Post 130 held a 100-year celebration. Each family had a spokesman who talked about how their family started. A Veterans Day dinner was put on, and all enjoyed. They had a Valentine's dinner as well. On February 8th, the unit hosted the ABC School of Instruction. It was conducted by past department president Trevor Wiltrick. 38 members attended, and for the Times, they had a St. Patrick's Day dinner. And they continued into the new year. And they had a big event in October for the Veterans Memorial Day Park. Unit 135, Naples, started the new year with a new president. June 28th, a group of the Poe Sons and Auxiliary went to Arlington National Cemetery for a military funeral for one of their departed members. In July, they rode the float in the local 4th of July parade. In August, they had a ravioli dinner with the proceeds going to Henry's Heroes Bears. They purchased backpacks for girls and boys and donated items to 12 children at Shadow Lawn Cemetery. Their spaghetti dinner in September was successful with the proceeds going to Special Olympics. The commander's granddaughter was born with a lot of medical issues, so the unit donated money to help with expenses. Then the crafty ladies got together and donated lap robes and large totes filled with items to Tampa Crossroads and the James Haley Hospital. One of the unit's members' sons completed basic training and she became a Blue Star mother. She brought in a box for her son and the men in his unit so the post could donate items. In November, the president decided to resign, and the first vice stepped to the plate and took on the leadership role. Valentine's Day, Unit 135 had a Valentine's Day dinner, and the proceeds went to Special Olympics. And they continued to work hard with their posts, their sons, and trying to have events. Unit 136, Pine Island, started right after convention and entered a float in the 4th of July parade. August, the unit focused on education at the Pine Island Elementary School. They participated again this year and purchased school supplies and donated them to the school. They also bought clothing for the children with the help of the Sons and of the Post. They also adopted 12 children. The month of October became a whirlwind of activities. They began the month by celebrating Teacher Appreciation Day and gave each teacher a commemorative pin to say thank you for what they all do. They held the children's Halloween party. They bought candy bags and McDonald's gift certificates, had games, pinatas, pumpkin painting. The auxiliary also hosted an adult Halloween party. November, they spent concentrating on remembering and honoring their veterans. They had a ceremony at Pine Island Elementary School. The unit participated in a Veterans Day ceremony and had a luncheon afterwards and had a very successful poppy distribution. The unit prepared 122 boxes of snacks and personal hygiene products to send to the troops that were deployed. December, Unit 136 and detachment members of the post were able to give 25 members gifts so they wouldn't feel left out during the holidays. They also selected 3 families that had had a rough year. The unit also helped the post cook and serve Christmas dinner. The unit rang in the new year with their annual casino night. The proceeds went to benefit their veterans fund. And then in February, 136 had their 11th annual one hole over the pond golf outing. This year, they raised a lot of money for their veteran fund. They also gave the Legionnaire and a son and sons a run for their money during this. And then we know what happened, and the National Security Chairman has collected cereal, candy, puzzles, books for first responders. They've arranged large flower baskets for the local fire department and continue to work hard. Unit 192, downtown Fort Myers, helped with Veterans Day. The unit prepared gift bags for veterans and male veterans. They participated in the Veterans Day program. The auxiliary helped man a station where artifacts were on display. These artifacts were on loan from the Black Society, the pictures of Black veterans in their gear. Unit 192 adopted a female veteran who was unable to do basic things for herself. They made a cover for her bed and a matching cap. They had their annual Christmas party, and they had approximately 200 children. As well, 192 helped one of the local churches make a black draping for the associate minister's chair. They also visited one of their past presidents in a nursing home. They made a small donation to the nursing scholarship through the 40NA, and the post has been closed since March. They just reopened up, but they were able to help post auxiliary members. The post auxiliary made monetary donations. Thank you cards were sent. Fridays, they've kept the food pantry open. Face masks were sewn for anyone who needed. As a fundraiser, they decorated cups in observing the upcoming Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They also assisted auxiliary families. Unit 274, Fort Myers Beach, had a busy, productive year. It started out with a call to their children and youth chairman for 150 Easter stuffed animals for the children at Golisano Children's Hospital. They had a Kentucky Derby party for homeless veterans. They donated money to the Spirit of 45's banquet, and this honors World War veterans. Unit 274 gave Florida Gulf Coast University a large donation for a scholarship fund for family members of veterans. One student enrolled in nursing and another in engineering. They were able to donate money for sneakers for soldiers, for the troops stationed in Iraq and Afghanistan. At fall conference, they donated supplies for homeless female veterans. They also donated money for a scholarship for a child of a veteran in a nursing program at Florida Southwestern. They hosted a Halloween party. They visited the Southwest Florida Military Museum and Library, making a donation for new flooring. At conference, they made a donation to President Anne King Smith's honor flight. They participated in Veterans Day for Thanksgiving. They donated public gift cards for Thanksgiving dinner for 8 Fort Myers Beach school families in need. December, they helped decorate their posts and set up a Toys for Tot donation box. The unit donated money for heroes, for supplies and postage, for deployed troops. They worked with the Spirit of Christmas and donated money to help 182 children. They were able to donate money to Boggy Creek, and 19 bears were made by a member who also made 35 bags for Beads of Courage. She also made 15 flannel hearts for the NICU at Golisano Children's Hospital. The unit held its annual fashion show and luncheon. They donated $1,500 to send 4 of their Legionnaires to Welcome Home Festival for Vietnam vets. They sponsored 5 girls to Girls State. They donated to Camp Coral, a camp for veterans' children. They donated money and soda tabs to Ronald McDonald House. And again, they donated money for supplies and postage for deployed troops. They continue to cut out and mail in their coupons. And in March, the membership share reached 100%. And their post closed like everybody else. But they have done a few things. They donated care packages to deployed soldiers. They donated 20 pairs of sneakers for veterans at Bay Pines. They continued to cut mail coupons. They made a donation to Bonita Springs. They continue to work hard. Unit 303, Bonita Springs, continue to raise money to support many causes. They do it through bingo dinners, Saturday moolah card games. They hosted a Dingus Day party, which is a Polish celebration. They sent 3 girls to Girls State, and they helped a man with the Memorial Day celebration. Which the president spoke at. They sent care packages to newly recruited Marines. On Flag Day, the president spoke on behalf of the auxiliary. They had a yard sale. They had a big celebration on July 4th at Riverside Park. And on July 21st, Unit 303 held a celebration of life for Carol Parecki. Many people attended, and the unit set up a scholarship in her name. In August, they donated lots of school supplies. And on the first day of school, the mayor of Bonita Springs and the unit president distributed Be Kind signs to every school in Bonita Springs. The unit president told 3rd and 4th graders what Honor Flight was all about. The children made cards and sent them to an Honor Flight veteran. In September, they hosted a Gold Star mother, and she spoke to the Post about her husband, Major Brent Taylor. In November, they celebrated Veterans Day at Riverside Park. And the unit president once again spoke on behalf of the auxiliary. And they distributed 250 poppies. Also, in November, they elected their first male member. December, they sent 40 boxes of items to the men that had been deployed. They created a new program for children with cancer. January, a group of crafty ladies hand-knitted lap blankets, hats, and shoulder shawls to go to Joanne's house. At Hope Hospice, they dropped off stuffed animals to Valerie's house. They held the community yard sale and donated new plates to their kitchen. March, they had limited St. Patrick's Day, but still were able to donate $1,000 to bartenders who weren't being paid at that time. And they basically just reopened, but they've been busy during that time. They usually do a lot of things with the school, but they can't get into the schools. So they're waiting on that. President Jan Barrington discovered a friend who made masks, and she posted them on Facebook and asked for donations, and the money raised went to the AF fund. In June, the post opened for a week. They submitted pictures to mail call. In July and August, they were open, closed, open, closed, but reopened August 6th. So they'll continue working the way they always have. Unit 323 Lehigh Acres had a backpack event and handed out 56 backpacks filled with school supplies. They also purchased 20 pairs of sneakers for the children. Labor Day, they had a cookout with the proceeds going to children and youth. On September 14th, they hosted the School of Instruction. In October, they had a children's Halloween party. Then in December, they adopted a school and put up an angel tree with 20 names on it. And the members got together and purchased the items for the children. January was a push for membership. In February, the Americanism chairman had students at the middle school write essays giving their ideas on Americanism. And then along came March, and we know what happened. And since they've been reopened, they've done a few things. First was collecting school supplies. They had a drive-through backpack drive, and they handed out 47 backpacks. The national security chairman is collecting coupons. She's also collecting items for the troops. They had a MIA POW ceremony at the post on September 18th. They're planning a children's Halloween party, and they're going to turn their hall into a drive-in movie. Unit 336 in North Fort Myers has done many quarter auctions for the Southwest Florida Horse Association. This is for abused horses. And they continue to have events for their veterans and community and children and youth. Post 351, Unit 351, Tice at School of Instruction handed out 25 copies of Flag Book Etiquette with patriotic rulers. They participated in flag ceremonies on Memorial Day and Veterans Day. They proudly wear red on Friday, say the Pledge of Allegiance at meetings, and stand for the national anthem. The chaplain sent 50 birthday cards, 30 sympathy cards, and 3 get well cards. The Children and Youth Chairman collected 63 pounds of pull tabs for Ronald McDonald House. They have a fall carnival with the proceeds going to donate for kids. They donated $150 for Gulf Coast Hospital and Lee County Corrections. The Education Committee donated school supplies to the local schools. They adopted a third grade class and colored pictures for the veterans. They attended School of Instruction and ABC School. The Public Relations Committee keep their members informed through newsletter and their Facebook page. National Security Committee donated 90,000 coupons and vetted 27,000 Christmas cards. The unit presented medals to the local ROTC. The VA&R chairman worked hand in hand with Hearts and Homes. And this is a 501c3 organization. And every second Saturday, they have the veterans from Colusa Harbor Veteran Living Facility at their post. And they serve them lunch and have music. They helped welcome the traveling Vietnam Wall. They mailed 48 birthday cards for Honor Flight veteran on his 80th birthday. And, you know, they're little, but they're mighty. And they were asked by the Department of Florida Americanism chairman to make posters so they could make a slideshow. And they made 4 posters thanking essential workers and submitted it, and they were featured in the video. 2 of the posters were given to the local food pantries. One was given to Fort Myers Police, and one was given to the Tice Fire Department, thanking them for their service, along with donuts and red, white, and blue bracelets. They nominated 10-year-old Owen Fradella for the Good Deed Award for making bracelets and donating money to Harry Chapin Food Bank. And there'll be a ceremony November 14th to present this award to this wonderful young gentleman. They donated $600 worth of school supplies to Manatee Elementary. They presented the school with an American flag. They've had bake sales, yard sales to help raise money for their veterans. They have volunteers that work at Donate for Kids, a foster care program. On Memorial Day, they place flags at fallen soldiers' graves. They attended a Memorial Day service. They had a member set up a poppy display in front of her home to distribute poppies. On Memorial Day, they lit candles at dusk to pay tribute for our fallen veterans. We made a monthly monetary donation to Hearts and Homes and health military support. They sent letters to Governor Ron DeSantis and Senator Rick Scott to open up our posts. They have 2 volunteers that work at 2 different food pantries. They sent cards thanking a local veteran that was dying of cancer for his service. They make holiday hangers that they display in the lounge. They cook dinner on Saturday night. They made buddy checks during the pandemic. They've been helping members with groceries and taking them to doctor's appointments. They've also done the same thing for their neighbors, including baking baked goods for them. They decorated and filled 300 goodie Pringles cans and sent them to our troops overseas. I'll tell you, District 13 has rocked it in the last year and a half. I have never been so proud of the units in District 13. Thank you all